Hello. So another video lesson here. This one's gonna be about volume and how to kind of recognize momentum if it's gonna maybe continue or not. Um, kind of started off with CRTD yesterday is what got me thinking about making this video lesson because I was kind of looking at this play yesterday here, looking for a high daybreak. Um, it was in a sector that was moving yesterday, just past few days. Lower float, uptrending. History is not really my favorite. Um, but yesterday we had insane volume. Certainly could move a stock. So yesterday, what I really want to go over is late day. I'm just looking at this spike here because we got to realize, besides this one candle here that had about 800K in volume traded, there really is not much going on. It's kind of just sideways, not a whole ton of volume pushing it. But we do have this nice uptrend here. And then we finally get some volume and it starts perking. And that's what causes a move from the 420s up to 5. But then towards the end here, volume kind of gets a bit extended for how much it was just moments ago. And if we just look at the chart, now we're just getting vertical. Once we get this kind of extreme volume push and vertical price action, that typically signals the end is kind of nearby. The momentum's kind of just shifting. It's just that one last push that it kind of has in it, because you can see right after we get the confirmation that it was the last push, when the volume completely shifts, dies off, a lot more selling. Um, so that is why you also gotta be patient, because buying right into the break here, or even on the dip, you could try the dip, but keep an eye on that volume. I would probably wait, considering we were just heading higher and now we just can't even break a penny higher at all. It just it really just reverses and has a hard time pushing back. Volume is much lower in buying. There's a lot more selling, but overall it is kind of just faded compared to what it was, and we just have this volume exhaustion with a ramp up. And yeah, that's usually the end, whether short term or long term. And we can see here it was short term. We got this volume exhaust, and there was no follow up at all, and all it did was just fade. It had enough volume to keep it held up, enough buyers to keep it going, or not going, but rather just consolidating, going sideways, not just cracking. Um, but yeah, you get the same thing again here. We get that parabolic, not really parabolic, but vertical move with a volume exhaust, and then you get the next minute, there's no follow up. It just completely reverses, and especially around that key level of 475 on the day, definitely looked at this as a fake out when it really couldn't continue. And I think we have another lesson today, kind of. Yeah, here's Negg, recent supernova. Missed it today, didn't set up the way I wanted. I was looking for a multi-day bounce. Never set up in the morning the way I wanted, but it set this high, and I thought maybe we could get a push past the 56 level if it wants to come back. Same deal here. You get a push, strong volume, the most it's seen in a minute on the day. And volume does keep kind of holding up here. So for a few moments, it really does look like it's kind of holding. You do get some aggressive pullback, which is concerning considering, like I said, you get this volume push and it's just kind of going up, and instantly the momentum just shifts. So maybe be patient for a dip buy here. You really get your confirmation here when you get a push higher to new highs on lower volume, and it just reverses right away. You get just selling on lower volume here, just dies out. You can, I want to say totally see, because I know a few years ago for me, I would have said I totally see it, but really I would not have traded it like that. I would have for sure been eager to buy and sizing up on the dips because it's dipping and holding, not really gauging the momentum and the volume that's kind of behind it, which is what's going to push it higher. Um, so yeah, you get this toppy action. And if we zoom out, yeah, this area is a volume exhaust while it goes vertical. And then you get the fade in the volume, and it's the reversal. Whether short term or long term, that is usually topping action. So yeah, I kind of said it multiple times. Volume exhaust with a parabolic action with zero follow up. Um, Not that good.